Remember, traveling is a systematic process. You don't wake up one morning and you say you're traveling within the next month. No. You can plan a trip for 1 year so that when you use the 1 year or 6 months to plan very well, you get your visa at the first try. Hello, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be treating top 5 reasons for Schengen visa refusals and how you can fix them. So the first reason I'll be treating on this video is the reason attributed to weak financial proof. So what does this mean really? So most times Schengen countries require between 3 months or 6 months bank statement, recent 3 months or 6 months bank statement. So what most people do, because obviously access to finance could be a challenge for most persons or most visa applicants, they subscribe for proof of funds, right? So there are companies that funds your account and you present that as a financial statement to support your visa application. But so here is the problem. Most persons put this money as lump sum. So what is a lump sum? Huge amounts of money entering into your account at a certain time, and it doesn't actually it's not coherent. It doesn't speak to your transaction history. So for instance, if I'm using the naira as a guide, 10 million naira hits your account once, and perhaps your regular transaction on your account is just around inflows maybe around 200,000, 50,000. All of a sudden 10 million is hitting your account. That's a red flag, right? So that really is what most people do, and that, yes, the money is there, but unfortunately the embassy would refuse the application because it's weak, right? Because the transaction history is not consistent with the closing balance. So what is the way out? Show strong proof of financial income or something, which is a bank statement. So how do you do that? You ensure, if you're using the proof of funds company, ensure at least you fix the money in installments. So if you're paying 10 million or you need 20 million as proof of funds, put it systematically. So 10 10 5 5 or that's 10 5 5, break it down in a systematic way within the period, within at least 2 months. Don't put the money too close to when you are applying. So make it systematic and ensure that it tallies with the flow of your account statement, right? So ensure that it tallies with you, so that at the end, when you present it to the embassy, it becomes a tangible document that they will rely on to give you your visa. Yes, another reason for the Schengen visa refusal that has always been cited frequently, which is the number 2 reason I'll be treating, is the lack of travel history. You are applying with a new passport, you've not traveled anywhere, and all of a sudden you want to go to Germany, you want to go to France, you want to go to Austria as a tourist. That's not a good sign. Why not go to countries that are closer to you before you apply for the bigger countries? That makes sense. That's the idea that the Schengen authorities want to see in your visa application. So if you don't have travel history at all, it is really 90% advisable that you try out visa-free countries first. Go to Rwanda, go to Ghana, go to countries that would allow you visit and get visa on arrival. Go to Kenya, right? Go to countries, this is speaking within Africa now, in your own continent. Look for visa-free countries that you would use to build your travel history before you now try to apply for the Schengen area. But there's an exception to this, right? If you have an invitation letter from a company, from a family that is within the Schengen area, that would give you very strong evidence of very strong reasons of you wanting to visit the country in the Schengen area. So that would help you and would would downplay your lack of travel history. But as someone, as a first timer, you don't have any travel history and you're going for tourism, come on, go to countries that are visa free, that can build your travel history. Then once you get that, give it a couple of times, then you visit the Schengen area with your application. Remember, traveling is a systematic process. You don't wake up one morning and you say you're traveling within the next month. No. you can plan a trip for 1 year, so that when you use the 1 year or 6 months to plan very well, you get your visa at the first try. This is a single rule that I've used all my life, and as a person, I've traveled far and wide, right? So I've visited Schengen area like 2 to 3 times. So if you want to get visa approved and you reduce your chances of being refused, ensure that you go get visa-free stamps on your passport before you think of going for tourism within the Schengen area. Another third common reason that is given by the Schengen authorities: unclear purpose of travel. Unclear purpose of travel. So what would that mean really? They are not sure of what you claim you want to go and do within the Schengen area. That's very clear. So what can you do? You create a solid itinerary and a letter of intent. So an itinerary plan is a plan that shows your activities per day. So as a guide, you make an itinerary plan, book for specific tour activities or tourist activities that you will be doing, attach those tickets to the itinerary plan with your letter of intent, and you're fine. I have videos on how I've used certain kind of letter of intent to help people get visas even within the Schengen area. I'll be dropping the link in the description so you can look at it and also watch the video to guide you on how to make up your own itinerary plan and also letter of intent. So if you can make a solid itinerary plan, a letter of intent, it would reduce the chances of being refused with lack of purpose on why you're traveling to the Schengen area. Yes, number 4 reason is the most common reason, unfortunately, which is insufficient ties to your home country. Remember, as a visa applicant, the burden of proof rests on you 100%. You have to ensure and show the visa officer that will be treating your application that you are not going to break the visa rule. You're not going to overstay. You're going to go and come back, basically. So that burden rests on you 100%. So if you can't show strong home ties in your country of residence, then that is a huge red flag and increases the risks and the chances of you being refused. So how do you show strong home ties? Basically, let me break it down. You have a job, basically, yes, you indicate, you submit your employment letter, you submit your letter of introduction from work, you submit your pay slips, you submit your ID cards, right? You have properties in your home country. Of course, you provide property documents. You have family relations in your home country. You provide the documents, marriage certificates, birth certificates, letters or documents confirming that you are obliged to pay if you have kids, your children, school fees, and what have you. So any document at all that would show the visa officer that you are going to come back is what you need to use as home ties. Remember, you cannot provide too much documents, right? Too much documents, it's not like, there's a limit, right? But then documents, you can provide as much document as relevant that can support your case, so that when the visa officer sees your application, he understands that no, this person has strong home ties, he has reasons to visit the Schengen area, and he would come back. Again, I'm saying this from experience. I've used this technique and it has worked for me. Like I said, I've traveled to Schengen area a couple of times, so I know how this my application, of course, across countries like Portugal, countries like Denmark, right? So these are different countries that have been able to explore their application process. So I understand basically what they want, and I give them and I get my visa. So that's what I'm sharing with you. So build your strong home ties with documentary evidences, so that when you submit, the visa officer is well open to issue that visa to you. Yes, the 5th reason is wrong on incomplete documentation. What would this be? Most persons would apply without even checking the embassy's website to know the checklist of documents. So there are lists of documents that, of course, you need to submit. You go to the embassy's website, look at the checklist, ensure that you meet all the documentary requirements so that your visa would be approved once it is submitted. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to also turn on the notifications to get more visa tips to support your visa application process. So until that next time, have a great day wherever you're watching from, and bye bye.